This is the second video in a series of 4 providing an introduction to online legal research. In this video, I will demonstrate how to find case law by citation or party name, find cases on a topic, and use case citators to find information about cases, including whether a case is still good law. I'm starting here from the library page in my SCU, and I want to navigate to the Legal Research Skills Guide. Under the Library Subject Guides heading, expand Law, and open Legal Research Skills. I'll click on the Case Law heading on the left-hand side. At the bottom of the main Case Law page, you will find a Getting Started with Case Law tutorial, which provides background information about the case law hierarchy, the difference between reported and unreported case law, and deciphering case citations. Let's start by looking at case citators. I'll click Case Citators on the left-hand side. They are a legal research tool that provide you with a range of information about cases, including litigation history, subsequent judicial consideration of a case, which helps you determine whether a case is still good law, secondary material citing cases, legislation considered by cases, and words and phrases defined in case law. You can also use case citators to conduct focused keyword searches for cases on a topic. It's important to understand that case citators contain information about cases, but may not contain the full text case, although you will usually find a link to the full text from a case citator record. This means that when you are searching within a citator like Casebase, you are only searching information such as the case name, the catchwords or summary, the legislation cited, and so on. This can be quite useful if you are trying to find cases on a broad topic area, as your results will be more focused. Let's start with a basic example of finding a known case when you have either the case citation or name. My top tip is that if you have the case citation, you should use it to search with, because case citations are unique. There might be many cases with the same party names. So if you only know the party names, remember to check other details to make sure you have found the correct case. For example, the court, the date, the judge, or the catchwords. Casebase is a citator within the Lexis Plus database. On the Casebase search screen, you can see that there are many different fields that are specific to case law. For example, there is a field for citation, case name, catchwords, judge, and so on. Remember when we were looking at secondary sources in video 1, there were references to some key cases on express terms in contract law. One of these was an Australian case, Toll and Alpha Farm. The citation for Toll and Alpha Farm is 219 CLR 165, so I can use the citation field in Casebase to search for the case. Because the citation is unique, I only have one result, and I can click on the case name to view the Casebase record. On the Casebase record for the Toll and Alpha Farm case, there is a lot of information, so let's have a look at all the different parts. At the top of the page are the party names, and next to the party names is a little symbol. This one is a green plus, and if I hover over the symbol, there is a pop-up that says positive treatment indicated. That is my first clue about the subsequent treatment that this case has received, and it tells me that this case has not yet been overruled or reversed by a subsequent decision. For more information about what the signals mean, look on the right-hand side of the page and open the Casebase Signal Help. This table describes each of the signals used in Casebase records. If you scroll down, it also describes the annotations or the type of treatment that might be described when you are looking at subsequent judicial consideration. The signal and annotation together will help you determine whether a case is still good law. Further down the page in the Casebase record, we have the catchwords and digest. This is a brief summary of the case. At the top of the page are a number of tabs. The first tab is litigation history. Then we have cases referring to this case. Toll and Alpha Farm is an important case, so there are over 1,700 subsequent cases that have cited it. The treatment these more recent cases have given the original decision, along with the position of the court in the hierarchy, informs the signals at the top of the Casebase homepage. The next tab in a Casebase record is publications referring to this case. This is a list of journal articles, books, and book chapters that may have cited the case. If an article is available in the Lexis database, the citation on the right-hand column will be hyperlinked, so you can click on that to read the full article within Lexis. The next tab is cases considered by this case. Sometimes this will be called the table of authorities. Some case records will also have a tab for the legislation considered by the case. This particular decision does not list any legislation. To find the full text case, go back to the summary page and look at the different citations at the top of the page. Some of these citations are hyperlinked, which means that this particular version is available to read within Lexis. You will notice that the first citation to the Commonwealth Law Reports is not linked, and that is because the Commonwealth Law Reports are published by Thomson Reuters, and they are only available via the Westlaw AU database. If you just want to read the case, you can click on one of these other links. Let's look at finding a known case in AustLII. You will find many links to AustLII in the Legal Research Skills Guide. I'm going to open it from the main case law page. AustLII is a free database providing access to full-text cases, legislation, journal articles, law reform publications, and much more. It is a little bit different to the subscription databases, as it doesn't have advanced multiple fields that you can use to search for information. You can, however, easily search for a case by party names. To do this, click the arrow to the left of the search box at the top of the screen and change the radio button from full text to titles only. In the search box, type the party names. I've typed Toll and Alpha Farm and click Search. On the results list, you will see the High Court case is linked at the top. Then there are a couple of High Court transcripts from the original hearings, and we also have a Court of Appeal decision and a reference in a journal article. I'll open the High Court case. I can read this case on the screen or download an RTF or PDF format on the right-hand side. My favourite feature in AustLII is called NoteUp. On the right-hand side, under Cited By, there is a link called NoteUp References. NoteUp runs a search across all of the other content in AustLII, searching for references to the Toll and Alpha Farm case. This is an important decision, so there are many hundreds of results. So to help navigate these results, I can view the results in a different way. I like to view them by database. I can now view the results by jurisdiction. For example, I could choose to just view subsequent High Court decisions. And if I scroll past all of the list of cases, at the bottom of the results list, you will see results from law journals and law reviews. These are articles that have cited the Toll and Alpha Farm case. AustLII includes the full text of the university law reviews, as well as many other key journals such as Bar News, so it is a valuable database to use when you are searching for case notes. NoteUp searches in AustLII work for both cases and for sections of legislation. Let's now look at finding cases on a topic. I've opened the Cases on a Topic page in the Legal Research Skills Guide. This time we will look at finding cases in Westlaw AU. And remember that you can perform the same kind of search in many different legal databases. In the guide, you will find instructions and screenshots for all of the main databases. If you need to undertake a comprehensive search, I recommend searching at least 2 to 3 databases. This is because each database contains unique cases, law reports, and other information. There is not one legal database that contains everything you might need to know. On the Westlaw AU homepage, it is best to choose a document type. Choosing a document type provides you with more advanced search options, which will help focus your searching. I'll click Cases. On the Cases homepage, I can browse by jurisdiction or by practice area. I can also click Advanced Search at the very top right of the search box at the top of the screen. This advanced search screen provides case law specific fields very similar to those that we saw in CaseBase. Notice that you can search for references to legislation, to words and phrases considered, to the judge, and so on. I'm going to search on a topic, so I'll use the search fields at the top of the screen. Now, when you are searching by topic, you do need to spend some time thinking about the best keywords to use and also how to combine them. Here is an example. So this search says, express terms within 50 words of incorporate, within 50 words of reference. So the advanced search techniques I have used here include double quotes around the phrase express terms. The /50 is called proximity, and this instructs the database to find each of my terms within 50 words of each other. That's about roughly equivalent to a paragraph. Proximity is a really useful way to focus your results, especially when you're searching lengthy full-text documents like case law. Instead of /50, I could just type "and" in between each of my concepts. That would be a broader search and find a higher number of irrelevant cases because the key concepts in my topic wouldn't be so closely linked together. I have also used the exclamation mark to truncate a term. Truncation finds the various word endings and saves you time as you don't need to type all the different words. In this example, by placing the exclamation mark after the T in incorporate, I will now find terms such as incorporate, incorporation, incorporated, and so on. On the results page in Westlaw AU, I can now limit my results further. For example, I could limit by jurisdiction to a particular court, or I could limit by date range if I was interested in more recent cases. I can also sort the results here by date or by court level. Court level is quite useful as it will bring the cases from the superior courts to the top of the results list. Let's have a look at a case record in Westlaw AU. At the top of the page, I have the case name and the citation. I can download a copy of the case here, and underneath the case name, I have a digest with specific subject headings that are hyperlinked. These subject headings are called key numbers. In Westlaw AU, all of the cases are classified into different subject areas. This means that when you find one case on a topic, you can easily search for other cases on the same topic simply by clicking one of the key number links. I'll click this incorporation into contract link. I'm now viewing 53 other cases that are also classified under the incorporation into contract subject area. I could narrow my search further on the left-hand side by typing keywords to search within, or perhaps by jurisdiction or date. To continue this cases on a topic search, the next steps would be to go through the other databases listed in the Legal Research Skills Guide. You can run similar keyword searches in Lexis, CCH, OSLI, and JADE.